Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we are gonna talk about the new winter update. The stream just ended a little bit ago and there is a lot of news to talk about here. First of all, they showed off Rose, which I kind of expected that they are gonna show her off, but I think they showed a lot more than I expected, in all honesty. They showed up everything. They showed her V skills, they showed up her normals, or many of them. They showed off her V triggers, special moves, pretty much everything. I'm kind of surprised they are not. Doesn't seem like they're gonna do trailers anymore. But anyways, Rose looked like a very interesting character. She's the kind of character that I've always liked. I was wondering what are they gonna do with Rose, because typically Rose was like a mid-range, like a Chun Li style character. But in this game, she seems to be more heavy into the zoning style. And I'm very surprised that Soul Satellite came back, and I'm also very surprised that it's just a V skill. It's not even a V trigger, which is incredible to me. Like, I never thought they would do that. I'm also kind of worried that she have a teleport as a V trigger. That's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, Rose looks really exciting. The model looks a little bit off, but I think that is because she's still a work in progress. They still have a bit of time to get her done. And of course, we saw also a little bit of Dan, and we seen a lot of balance changes here and there if you're keen enough. Like, we seen some changes for Kage, some changes for Nikali, but I don't want to talk about the actual character balance changes so much until we see the full patch notes. But it does seem like everyone is getting substantially buffed. Seems like the power level in general is going way up, which is nice. I kind of like that. No one likes a bunch of dry characters. Anyways, let's talk about the new mechanics, the V-Shift. V-Shift, as it seems right now, is really, really exciting, but also really scary for me. This mechanic is pretty much you are given an invincible backdash. It seems like a totally invincible backdash, kind of like a Street Fighter 4 backdash. Your character is totally invincible to throws and strikes and fireballs, which is really, really strong in my opinion. And during this invincibility window, you're using 1 bar of V gauge to do that. And during this invincibility window, if you happen to get it correctly, you will be able to slow down time. It's kind of like the new Guilty Gear Roman cancel thing. So basically, a slowdown effect happens and you get to punish your opponent. You can just do the empty cancel and punish with a move, because we've seen Rashid doing like a parry and then do mixer or like whatever. Or you can do a certain V system special move that will be a punish pretty much. And they said that this have longer range than normally possible, so it does seem like a cool thing to use when if your character doesn't have like a good reach or something invincible to punish that. And the reason that this mechanic is exciting is because basically everyone now have a Cody Sway or a Vega V-Skill 2. Everyone have a way of shutting down, I don't want to say flowchart offense, but everyone have a way of shutting down the set offense. Like the crouch, like we've seen Ryu do a crouching medium punch into standing medium punch. If this has the same frames that we currently have, this is a 3-frame gap. Like, you can't 3 frames there. So this is a big deal. Like, this is actually a really big deal. I wonder if it's gonna be frame 1, although it does seem like it is. So that's honestly a little bit scary in my opinion, because what's scary about this V-Shift mechanic is that I just can't help but imagine that the tough matchups are gonna be way harder. Like, for example, Dulcim versus Zangief. I can't even imagine what is Zangief supposed to do versus Dulcim, right? Dulcim now gets to win the neutral hardcore and also have a free escape. Or just even imagine, like, for example, I also play Mika. I don't want to even imagine how, like, what are Mika supposed to do versus Ryu or Guile, where you have to worry about zoning, you have to worry about the fireball, you have to worry about the V reversal, you have to worry about the DB, you have to worry about wake up button, and now they have a free escape as well. Seems way too good. It seems way too good to me, and it seems like it's gonna make the already lopsided matchups way more lopsided, which is worrying. But it's also a really cool buff for characters that kind of have shitty defensive options when you think about it. characters, for example, like someone like Nash or Alex, now they have very powerful defensive options. Someone like Nash already, in my opinion, had solid neutral, and now he have a free escape, which is super good. And I'm also kind of worried about the cost of the move, because we've seen that it costs 1 bar, but on a successful shift, you get half of that bar back. So can be really good. It can be really good. But also it can be very spammable, which is interesting. I would have liked to see them make this a 2 bars, move, because I feel like this looks like it's too powerful and could be very spammy, especially with character who already have easy ways of building V gauge. Someone, for example, like Birdie can just eat or put his banana and he's building V gauge super quickly, or Nikali, they are building V gauge super quickly and they can just abuse this mechanic to no ends. So we will see. It's certainly a very interesting mechanic. I'm also kind of worried about the power level of it compared to V-reversals, because when you think about it, V-reversals in their current state, most V-reversals are not that good. And they cost 1 bar, and now with this mechanic, if you're truly getting like at least a free escape or potentially a punish, why would you ever V-reversal? It seems like it completely renders the V-reversal mechanic useless, or even more useless than it already was. Anyways, it's an exciting days that are coming. The game is gonna change on a completely basic level, so it is exciting and also kind of worrying, but we will see. We will never know until we play it out. Anyways, if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment. Tell me your thought. What do you think about this and what are your hopes? Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.